All right, and we are back. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it's an absolute honor to sit down with my friend and future legend of the sport, Frank Sanders. Welcome to the podcast, my friend.
Thanks, man. It's an honor to be on here. Honestly, I've watched a couple of these podcasts since I've heard about you, and they're amazing.
Thank you, my friend. I just said that all. Blah, 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 blah. It's an absolute honor, man. I remember when me and you first met. And then I reached out to you, and then we met at VIR, me, your dad, Caden and his dad, right? Dwayne. Yeah, and then we seen each other at Azure, which we'll get into the whole Daytona thing here later on. But yeah, always super excited to sit down with the future legends of the sport. Since then, me and you become obviously friends, right? And man, it's watching you from this past season and seeing your progression to where you are today, bro. Frank, you're absolutely killing it, my man.
Thank you.
Dude, you are welcome. You are welcome. So listen, let's get into it. This is your story, your journey. Where did it all begin for you, my friend, on them twos?
All right, so my dad, he was always big into the bikes, and it. My mom would always tell me stories about it, but he got me my first bike, a little CRF 50, when I was I think 5, 6. Technically wasn't on twos then, still had the little training wheels on, but I was trying.
Yeah.
Uh, got off the training wheels about a year after that, just messing around over at it was called something different, but it's Dreamville now here in Polk County. It was wide open before. It just had a bunch of just big, wide open tracks, and it was crazy just to try and learn the machine, get to know it, figure it out, try and push it a little further. He was real big on the dirt bikes with me for a while. We started racing when I was 12, 13, so about 7 or 8 years later.
Dirt bikes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
still on the dirt bikes. We're still out going to dirt tracks, trying to figure out better bikes. He got me a Cowie, a 65. A little
You
KX.
was getting ready to say a 636.
He got me a little KX 65, or yeah, a little KX 65, and he surprised it with me on my birthday one year. He had me go out to the shed to look for a screwdriver. I was like, Dad, it's not in here. The bike is in the middle of the shed. The second you open the doors, I'm moving past it. He's like, oh, that's just some random kids we're working on in the shop with my buddy. I was like, oh, okay. Where's the screwdriver at?
I love it.
Like, bud, that's yours. It's your bike. I was like, oh, that's cool. Just barely able to stand on it. I got to tiptoe it. I was like, Caden's got the same problem. We were still on the dirt bikes. We're sitting there tiptoeing the bikes up to the line, trying to start on one foot, but they were fun. It was 2, 3 years after I started on the 65. We met. Actually, no, it was like a year and a half after I got the 65. We were out at Dreamville again, just out there for a track day, and they happened to be doing races that day. So me and my dad were like, "Cool, let's watch some of these people out here." And we ended up seeing Caden's little tiny butt flying, per usual. You put him on anything with two wheels, and he's gone.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It was like we saw other black men out there, and we were like, "Cool, we got other brothers out here with us." It's amazing to see other brothers out there with us doing the things that we're doing. So we went over there, chatted up a little bit. That was a while back. It's crazy to think about the time.
Right. It's crazy how time flies, man. It really
Really
does, right?
is.
Time is such a thief, and I say that to people. I didn't when I was your age back in the day, right? I felt like, man, I had the whole world, right? And time was just whatever. It is what it is. I had plenty of it. As you get older, especially when you have a kid, um, it just does nothing but just speed up and speed up and speed up and speed up and just won't slow down at all. So it's enjoy it, my friend, for sure. But so that was the first time you and Caden met?
That was the first time me and Caden met. That was what, about 5 or 6 years ago now.
Love it. Love it. Now look at you guys.
Practically brothers on the same machine.
That's it. There it is, right? So showing up, meeting Caden, you and your dad talking about it, getting on the scene. Obviously, he was like, I want to do this.
Uh-huh. For
He
sure.
said, yeah, let's go, right?
Okay, and I was like, oh, I can do this.
Absolutely. So where did it go from there?
So from there we started hanging out at his house a lot because his house he had a nice little dirt bike track in his backyard, and we go over there, and each chance I got, just mess around on the bikes, the pit bikes. He had 4-wheelers, the pedal bikes. We take them out on the track to try and do stuff. It was
You was
fun.
like, I'm trying to move here, Dad. This is where I want to move, right here in Caden's house.
Every weekend, Dad, can we go over to Caden's house? Can I go to Caden's house? Can you just drop me off, please?
How far away do you guys live from each other?
Like a 45-minute drive.
Oh,
So it's not too far, but
that ain't nothing. Yeah, I'd be like, sure.
Go to the track.
So, you getting into what bike did you start out on getting into road racing?
The road racing. I'm pretty sure it was Caden's first bike too. The RC 390, the KTM. Not a bad bike, but once I started actually figuring it out, it was like, I need a little more.
Right.
That's kind of where I'm into now.
Frank, you're fairly new to it, obviously. Yeah. So tell me your first experience being on a road race course on a track. What was that like for you? What was going through your mind at the time?
It was amazing because the dirt bikes, it's a lot. I wouldn't say more technical, but you have to focus on a lot more things at once than you do with the street bikes. Because it's not only is it braking, it's tipping the bike in, pushing yourself out, kicking that leg up, trying to sit forward on the bike so you don't slide it. But it was awesome. Just the speed alone was like, oh, I love this.
Plus the motocross track, is only that track for that one day, and it changes constantly. So the grip's constantly changing, the berms are constantly changing, right? So it's but it's detrimental to training, especially for road racing, because you learn to slide the front slide. That's why I'm huge into flat track, right? Flat track racing for that reason. But motocross, that's why a lot of the top athletes still train on motocross bikes. Some of them still do go balls to the walls. I remember I was talking trash, and I remember the first motocross track we showed up to, me and my buddies, and I was like, that's the triple? They're like, that's the triple, all that shit you've been talking. Well, what's up? And I was like, yeah, that's not me, man. All that shit I talk, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, that's not, I'm good, right? I ride on the outside of it. But seeing those guys do that, it's absolutely amazing, especially in real life. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What? But it's the dirt definitely teaches you so much, and all that transfers over to the track. So
yeah, I feel like that's kind of why I've been able to make it so far so fast right now. Because when I first got into it, I crashed twice within my first weekend on a brand new bike. I was like, dang, not gonna do that again tomorrow. almost a couple times. But I was never really afraid of the bike moving around under me because I grew up on it my whole life.
No. That and BMX racing, all that translates, front slide, rear, and finding that traction and all that stuff. It's I remember the first time I drug my elbow, I tell the story all the time. People say, have you ever drug your elbow? I'm like, many times, not the way I want to, but yeah, many times. For sure, right? Look, so we got Frank up in the house dude. Vertex Roofing. What is up, Frank, bro? Yeah, more like 3 or 4 years old. The training wheels come off. That's awesome, man. Yeah, so big shout out to your dad, man. It's always an honor to see you, Frank Senior, at the tracks, man. It's always amazing. It was good to see you guys at Daytona, which we will get into here in a little bit. But dude, Frank, one thing we will never forget is the first track experience. The first time we put on a leather suit. I remember the first time I put it on, I felt like I was Superman, bro. I was like,
Yep.
I'm invincible. Nobody's gonna stop me. I'm gonna win everything. And then I get out there and I'm like, yeah, I don't know nothing. I
Uh-huh.
got a lot of work to do, right? Like I got a lot to learn. Like I need to start now. So after your first track session, obviously fall in love with it, right? Like we all do. Do you still train on dirt bikes too as well, or
I don't really train on them. I mess around with them every now and then. Like if I got the chance to go out to like a buddy's house or something to mess around on the 85, I will. I made a little pit bike track, as I might call it, in the backyard for my 50. I'll go out there and toss that thing around. But it's all fun.
little 50 man? You know, I'm a huge fan of small bikes, Groms, 50s, TTR, you know, 125, CRF 100s, XRs. You learn so much riding a small bike and a slow bike fast versus a fast bike slow, right? It teaches you so much. Um, Huge fan of it. Stay on it. Stay practiced in. Even on that little 50, go out there and just ride the wheels off of it all the time. Every day, like an hour, 2 hours a day. Just go out there and just tear up daddy's yard.
Dad gets mad at me for it. Not about the yard, but the bike.
Why?
That thing's been through multiple sets of wheels. Just put a new carburetor on it. It's been through it a few times.
Do do you work on your own bikes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the work that we have done on the bikes here, I help out with most of it. If it's I know there were certain things that my dad didn't really want me messing with at first, like the clutch cables, the brakes, but like the further we got into it, he was like, "Yeah, you need to learn how to do this so like if something goes wrong and I'm not here at the moment with you, you know how to fix it." But it was
Yeah, huge advocate of that. I believe that everybody that rides a motorcycle should learn how to work on a motorcycle because you learn the fundamentals of how it actually works. And when things go wrong, or you're cleaning it after the weekend, when you come home, you're cleaning it. You know something loose, you know how to fix it. Versus, oh, this ain't right. Right now, I got to call
now
somebody
I
to
gotta
have
call
them.
somebody. Yep.
But you understand how it works as you're learning to ride, right? So
Yeah.
you're just beginning, man. So the world is yours, bro. Like absolutely awesome, dude. I'm pumped for you, bro. I really am. So after your first track day, obviously, how did all this lead into you going, Dad? I want to start club racing, bro. Like, what's up? Let's go.
It was me and Caden going
Of course,
back and forth, back and
of
forth,
course.
back and forth. We go out there and play cat and mouse with each other, chasing each other's rears. It was a lot of fun. And then I came out one weekend and he was racing, and I didn't necessarily know about it yet because he started a year before I did. So I got out there. I think my first day on a street bike was my birthday. So it's probably coolest birthday by far so far.
It is a birthday, bro. You will never
Ever,
forget.
ever.
Ever. That's good. That is going to be your ultimate birthday right there. Besides, if you happen to have your firstborn
Yeah.
on your birthday, right? Or something like that. But yeah, that you'll never. That's
Frank,
going to be a hard one to top for sure. 100%.
but I,
Lucky,
I looked at my
lucky.
dad talking his ear off the entire way home. I was like, Dad, I want to do that. Dad, that looks fun. I want to do that. The bike is so fun. It's so much different than the dirt bikes, but it's like I'm not afraid to lean it further and get the tire under me. Is
You
I
got the bug.
entire way home.
Yep, all
Entire
the
way
way home. Love it, man. I love it. And so, you've so how long you been doing this? Just let everybody know. How long have you been
home.
club racing?
I've been club racing for about 2.5, 3 years now, I think.
Love it, man. Love it. So let me ask you this, Frank. What are your plans? What are your future goals that you would love to achieve in our sport?
So right now, I'm looking to start this next season with Azura Racing Expert, possibly on a twin, because that'd be amazing. And then I was kind of looking forward to do what Caden and Mr. Dwayne are doing right now and do a couple rounds of Moto America if we could possibly get into that too within the next 2, 3 years here, and then just try and build it up from there. But I've got my little fallback right now. I'm trying to get an internship through my welding instructor's buddy right now for a fabrication job. Uh, I'm planning on going down to Florida in Jacksonville for a welding school for about 9 months. So we're gonna have to balance that and the bikes, but that's gonna be fun.
I love to hear it, Frank, dude. It's something that some people don't think about as the fallback plan. You got to have you got to have make a living, right?
Yeah,
But as far as your future goals on two wheels, man, dude, listen, the world is yours, bro. You can make it as far as you want to make it in this sport, whether it's Moto America champion, BSB champion, World Superbike, whatever it is. You, my friend, you can do it, right? You just got to put that mind in and make it happen. So you got a bright future ahead, and you're already ahead of the game by thinking about what am I going to do as far as the living goes, right? It is very important, and welding's a trade. I suck at welding, right? I've tried it a couple of times. It's I could do it if I actually did it right and learned how to do it. I just never had the opportunity to do it right.
yeah.
A lot of my friends do it, and that's what they do full time, and they make good money doing it. But again, it's something that people always need, like an electrician and a plumber and stuff like that. So congratulations, Frank.
Thank
Why
you.
welding?
Um, so when I was in 8th grade, we did the tour for the high school that we were going to be going to for the next year, and we happened to walk by the welding shop, and they're sitting there cutting metal with fire. I see them playing with it, spraying it in the air. I was like, oh, I want to do that. Got into that my sophomore year because they, for no reason, told me that I couldn't do it freshman year. But it was like, hey, focus on the important stuff right now. Got into welding sophomore year, and I fell in love with it. It kind of does the same thing as riding the bike to me. Like everything goes quiet.
Love it, man. I love it. That's it's obviously it's a passion, and if you have a passion, you'll never work a day in your life, right? I know you heard that before. So, like your dad, right? I'm sure his whole roofing gig too is the same way for him. It's something that obviously he had a passion for. Otherwise, he wouldn't have started a business. Look how successful he's been. So, congratulations, Frank, because I know you're listening, dude. I'm proud of you, my man. You keep doing you.
Yeah.
Let's go, boy, for real. Yeah, man. So, 3 seasons, future plans, Moto America. Talk us a little bit through your first season, your second season, your third season. Obviously, going into your first season, uh, maybe you had some expectations you had set for yourself, you and your dad maybe talked about. And if so, talk us through that and what you achieved. And then how you progressed from your first, second to your third season. And then, yeah, moving forward from there.
So first season club racing was with it was Evolve GT with what was it called? Moto Gladiator. There it is.
On
There.
what bike? Let's start with that too.
I started I started on the RC390, I believe. I think I did a couple races on that, and then we went to my first time at CMP. The bike started having problems, but we had picked up a Ninja 400 by then. And I was like, let's try it. A completely different track, but hey, what's the harm in it?
Yep.
So we tried that out. Fell in love with the bike immediately. Just a little more power, but it gave me something out the corners. Uh,
What was the immediate difference between the KTM and the 400 that you
I,
noticed right away, besides the power?
there was for me, it felt like there was a lot more control with the 400 because I don't know why, but the 390, you would tip it into a corner and then it'd start to get real loose on you. But the four, it really sat. Like I like the weight difference
The
because
way it felt more planted.
it
Yeah.
did. The suspension felt different too, completely different suspension. But that was nice. The front actually did what I wanted it to do. The rear sat once I was starting to come out, not unlike the 390. Great bike. It's just it wasn't really as planted as I wanted it to be at the time.
Right on. So your first season going in, how did you end up, man? The end result from your first season.
It was pretty good. I think it was 17th overall, and that was with everything being combined, every bike class, weight class, and it pretty good. It felt good. It felt good.
Absolutely, it did. Uh, did you race different classes, or was it just one
It
class
was it
your
was
first
just the
year?
400cc class.
So after your first season, going into your second season, did the expectations change if you from your first season?
Yeah, because I had also gone up from E1 to E2 with Evolve GT, so I was expecting to try and at least get a bump, if not start to run faster times and figure the bike out a little more. Because first season was really just me trying to get my run around the ropes, trying to
Learn
figure
it.
it
Yep,
out.
learn everything. Yeah, there's a lot to take in too, right?
Was
It really is. A lot laid back compared to Moto America, I'll tell you that.
yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot. But your second season, um, any race wins?
Um, I did have a couple. I don't have them with me at the moment, but I think I had two or three.
You was like, yes, you never forget your first race win, right?
Oh
You're
yeah,
like,
sure.
I'm on top of the world. Nothing will ever replace this feeling. I just want to chase it day in, day out.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's really no better way to explain that.
I love it, man. I love it.
Especially at a new track. That first new track win is crazy.
Yeah, it's emotions you never had before. It really is. It's like you had this like spidey senses tingling that you didn't even, it's absolutely insane. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after your second season, obviously you're getting into your stride, getting to learn the tracks, getting to learn the bikes, getting to know the times and
Hmm.
hot pit, cold pit. Well, at a club event, it's really not like that. It's everybody's just you leave your hot
Yeah.
cold pit, whatever. But going into the third season, what were you thinking going into approaching your third season?
I was kind of nervous because this was my first season with Azura, so I was asking Caden just about any question imaginable about the bike, the organization, the people in the organization. But it pretty much ran the same because it was all the same people. It was nice. It was definitely a different stone to turn, but it was one and the same because it was a completely different platform race wise because they split everything up individually between the bike classes. So it gave me a fair shot at picking certain people off or trying to tail somebody to figure out certain lines on tracks. Because Moto Gladiator, it was we break y'all up, but based on times, and we set everybody out on the track at once, and it's like 50 people on that track at once.
It's chaos, right? Yeah.
There's like 3 400s, and then everybody else is like 600 and up, and they're all just gone. The third, fourth lap on the track, you're getting buzzed by 1000s coming down the straight immediately out the last corner. It's like, oh, I'm here too.
Right. You feel like I wish I was in game of Mario Kart and I had a banana right now with me. I'd be like, whoop, whoop, not today,
Yep,
baby. Not
yep.
today, right? Yeah. Yeah, it is, right? Azure is absolutely an amazing yeah, they've stepped it up, man. It's a good bunch of people that run the whole program. It was an honor to be part of it during Daytona for sure in October. It was absolutely amazing, but we'll get to that. So after your third season's over with, we're approaching your fourth season. Obviously, same bike, Ninja 400.
Yeah. Hopefully, we get a 660. I'd love to be out there messing around with Caden, same bike again. That'd be fun, especially on the bigger bikes. I feel like I might be able to hold my own based off the weight difference and the bike difference. I might be able to do a little something with him now.
Let me ask you this: out of your first three seasons, who's been your biggest competition?
Ooh, prob Caden.
You guys obviously are best friends, but you push each other a lot on
Yeah,
the track
for
too. So
sure.
you're
For
constantly
sure.
learning from each other, right? So let me ask you this: in your personal opinion, what do you think Caden's strongest attribute is to motorcycle racing? Like, what does he do that you're like, man, I wish I could do it like he does it? Whether it's breaking, setting up in the corner.
Honestly, it might be a combination of both of those two, the setup and the braking, because he's a little tiny, but he can move as fast as he wants on that bike, and it's not going to move an inch.
Oh, I love it, Frank. So, in your personal opinion, what do you think your strongest asset is on the bike?
um, Mine might be. I feel it's my braking and my cornering. I feel like I get set in the corner a little better. It looks like to me than Caden does sometimes. But when I'm set in the corner, it's all gas out, and then I pick the bike back up. But it's definitely a battle every time me and Caden go out there neck and neck. He'll start to pull for me, and then I'll sit there and try and follow him. But
Don't
it's
let the rubber band break. You're like, nope, not today.
yeah, pretty much. And
Yeah.
then eventually it starts to tear.
But that's, you know what, iron sharpens iron, and
Yep,
you're in a unique position with Caden because not only are you guys best friends, you share the same love and passion. Obviously, your dads do too, obviously, right?
yeah,
But helping each other out on track, even though he might be obviously on a bigger bike than you are now, right?
I know.
But just getting advice from him and him learning from you too as well, right? Because you do
Yeah,
stuff different than he does and better than he does, and that's the beauty of motorcycle racing, right? Everybody brings their own little special puzzle piece to the puzzle of what they do the best.
yeah,
Um, but it's my point being is that you having a best friend with you there on the race weekends, club races, track days, little dirt bikes out there at the little track out there in the yard, right? Feeding off each other. All you're doing is pushing each other and learning mega skills that's just going to transform to the track, right? And it's just going to push you to further and further and further and get faster and faster and faster. I love it, man. I love it. I can't wait to the day to where both of you are racing in Moto America in the same class.
yeah,
And both of you guys on the podium. I'm down there screaming, "Woo, let's go!" Right? We get that photo, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's absolutely gonna happen, man. So, goals for 2026, bro. What's your goals?
cool. Definitely try and get up there on a twin with Caden, possibly a couple wins over him. Uh, pushing times a little faster, trying to get these tracks a little well figured out, trying to get a better rhythm going for the weekends because right now we're still kind of yeah, this needs to get that done, this needs to get done, this needs to get done, and we're still kind of well, mainly me. I'm kind of dragging on some of it, but definitely to try and figure out some of this stuff a little better, learn new tracks, meet new people, get times, but it's all trying to figure out more and more in depth what this career has in store.
Absolutely, man. So, how do you train during the off season?
Off season, now I'm about to start getting back into Brazilian Jiu Jitsu because it was a big thing that helped with my endurance and just strength overall in the past. But I'm about to start doing that more. Probably bike rides, taking the dogs out for walks. But before I never really had anything. It was sports.
I love dogs, dude. I'm definitely an animal lover for sure.
The dog keeps bumping into me every 5 seconds.
Bro, yeah,
Moving.
I hear him or her,
Yeah,
whoever. Yeah.
yeah.
My we're actually babysitting my parents' dog. My dog and their dog, they're like best friends. They're literally like 3 months apart. So yeah, it's I just recently put one of my dogs down a couple weeks ago. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's part of life, you know what I'm saying? It's actually Rossi's first dog.
Mm,
We got him when he was little. So, I told him that yeah, it's sad, it sucks, but man, what an honor it was for these 10 years,
yeah.
right? Think
Yeah.
of it like that. But anyway, my point is didn't mean to be all sad, but dogs,
Yeah.
listen, dogs, I like dogs more than most people, right? And And I feel like us humans, we don't even deserve dogs or their love or their unconditional love or how happy they are the time to see us. And man, I look forward to coming home every day and giving my dog a big old hug for sure.
And say every time I pull in the driveway, he's sitting there waiting at the door with my mom.
Yep. Wait, yeah, that's right. Big shout out to mom, right? I remember when I wanted to get into motorcycles as a little kid because I grew up, my dad took me riding and my mom was like, nope, nope, nope. But it didn't work out, did it, mom?
My mom surprisingly wasn't like that with the street bikes.
My
Yeah,
mom was.
when she came out, one of my first weekends, she saw that I was probably a little more comfortable on these bikes than I was the dirt bikes, and she was just like, "Oh, okay,
Okay, let's
just like
go. Right.
doing these out there."
Not me. My mom was like, "Let me put some bubble wrap on you and send you out. You're gonna bounce off the pavement." I'm walking out like the Michelin Man. I'm like, "Okay, I got this. Let's go." Right? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. So big shout outs to all the moms out there, man. Yeah. Without you, we wouldn't be here. So,
At all.
um, yeah, man. Again, you're young into this. You've had 3 seasons so far. We're going into your 4th season. Aspirations of Moto America. Have you ever dreamed of racing overseas one day?
I thought about it because I've seen a lot of the overseas tracks, especially watching MotoGP, and they look amazing.
Yeah, MotoGP. They're definitely amazing motorcycles, right? And the tracks over there in Europe is definitely different than here. British Superbikes, is my favorite sports production racing in the world. They're racing, what we race here in Moto America with hardly any electronics on it, hardly any traction control or any of that, right? So it's old school, proper way of racing.
Old school MotoGP.
Dude, it's before the electronics come in. They do have electronics, but what BSB does is whatever bike you bring in, you take off the wiring harness, they give you a BSB spec wiring harness with the
Okay.
ECU with limited parameters you're allowed to play with, and that's what you got, right? So their guys or girls are out there on 230 horsepower motorcycles with a third of the electronics that we have here in America or World Superbike, right? Absolutely. And then Cadwell Park, right? It's the best course in the world. Have you ever seen Cadwell Park? Watched any videos on it?
I might have. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
When we get off here, you need to YouTube Cadwell Park. The famous mountain jump where they jump over the mountain.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I went there in 23. I'm going back. It was absolutely amazing at BSB. It was yeah, dude, we need more Americans overseas, Frank. I think that'd be a good fit for you and your dad and everybody. Go over there in Europe. Let's go. Well, let me ask you this. What about the TT? You ever watched the Isle of Man?
I've watched the Isle of Man a couple times. I think I might have watched them at different parts through it, but I've seen a handful of videos, the races themselves. But me and Caden would talk about them all the time. Like, hey, this is crazy, and he's always talking about how he'd do like a quarter of the course all the way out, and I'm like, nah.
Oh man, to me, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life is TT. Real road racing is just proper mega, right? It's so beautiful. But enough of that. Frank, dude, your future is bright, bro. I hope the best for you. Whatever visions and goals you have, bro, I hope you achieve them 10 times over. I really do, man. You getting into welding, you got a bright future ahead of you, my friend. 110%. Can't wait to see you on that twin. Dad, right? Coming up this year. Hey, I've been a good boy this year, right? So let me ask you this. Tell everybody how old you are, Frank. How old are you?
I'm 17. Going on, well, not really going on, but about half a year left, maybe a little less. But
Getting close to 18. So obviously you're still in high school.
yes,
Yep. And you go every day.
last semester, hopefully, I pray.
I mean, it goes by too quick, right? You're such in a hurry to get out, but then you're being minding your dad's position. You're like, man, I missed them high school days.
To the devil.
Here he is. Let's go, right? Yeah. But yeah, so what do your friends at school think?
Just one.
They think it's amazing. A lot of them forget that I do it sometimes because of how little I post. But when I do post, it's like, yo, Frank, this is you're on street bikes.
You're like, yeah, let's go, right? And you can do it too, my friend.
I'm trying to get one of them on the bikes right now. He keeps asking me questions.
You ever bring them to the track?
No, I've tried to bring a couple friends to the track, but it's never really worked out, or plans don't really cooperate.
Friends, you need to come to the track. Please come with Frank to the track. It'll change your life. Absolutely change your life. I know it did for us and many other people, right? Yeah, man. Yeah. What's your favorite thing about racing?
Uh, probably the people. Definitely the people that I've met so far. It's amazing.
It's beautiful, ain't it? I call it a beautiful circus. There's nothing like it in the world. So listen, let's talk about Daytona, man. Azra Daytona Race of Champions, bro. Let's go, right? Man, talk us through your weekend at Daytona. Was that your first time there?
Yeah, that was. It felt unreal being there. I've seen so many videos, played so many games on it, and it's just I'm here. It definitely felt like I did make it somewhere with all of this.
And you're like, I can't believe I'm getting ready to go on the banks of Daytona. Are you kidding me right now? Right? Like, bro, International Speedway? Like, I made it. Like, I'm here. So, first time out on the banking, bro. I got to hear about it. Tell us. We want to know.
It's crazy because it feels like you're on a straight, but you look that much to the left and it's just a floor. It's like, oh, I can't let off. You got people right beside you, in front of you, behind you, and it's fun.
It's intense.
It's those banks it's probably the fastest I've gotten my 400 up to as well. That's
guaranteed. Guaranteed, right? So, what was the biggest surprise for you at Daytona?
ooh, probably how well I was able to pick up that track. Because you hear so much about these international tracks, and it's like, ooh, those got to be hard to learn. It's like, you get out there and you fly through that infield, and then you're fighting people on them banks to try and keep position, gain position, or it's fun.
I guarantee it is. Yeah, that's a track I've never been to is Daytona. As far as road on it, I'd love to one day. Maybe it'll happen. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, watching it, being there, it was my first time commutating, which was different. It was amazing. I had
You
so much fun, dude. It was a dream come true, to be honest with you.
we need to start taking you around with all of our Azura weekends.
I appreciate it, man. It was different for sure. I was super nervous, man. I remember that morning I was in the Daytona outfit, whatever, and went to the bathroom. Super nervous, bro. Like I was getting ready to sit down, do a podcast. I'm always nervous. That's something I say it, but I always get nervous before every podcast. Like literally, I pace the floor, my palms get sweaty. My wife's like, "You must have a podcast coming up." I was like, "I do," right? She's like, "Dude, you've done almost 500 of these." I was like, "I know," but it's like it's the buildup, it's the anticipation, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm literally sweating, bro. And I walk in the bathroom, I take a photo, selfie, and I send it to my wife. And the only thing I said is, what the hell, how the hell did I end up here? Right. And she was like, "You got this, no worries, blah, 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 blah." And I remember hearing Kenny's voice for the first time. And I was like, shit, we're live. Like, this is crazy, right? And then, yeah, all that went away. It all went out the window. And yeah, my favorite part, honestly, besides seeing, of course, you and all my friends, was doing the interviews in Victory Lane. That was by far my favorite.
Those were fun.
It was because I got to see the intensity and the energy and right off the track, right? It was just boom, your eyes like this. I was like, yes, let's go. It was awesome, man. So, Daytona, man, your first experience at the Speedway was absolutely amazing. You killed it that weekend.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. You are welcome, man. I had so much fun. I never forget we were standing there and was it Sunday, I think? And you ran up. He's like, "Dude, I got to get a picture." And Caden photo bombed us. I seen him run up and he's like, "Shh." I was like, "All right." I love it, dude. That was great. Oh, good stuff, man. Good stuff. So Daytona next year,
Hopefully.
October. Let's go. Right. Yeah. Azra said they really like me and Kenny, so we'll see what happens, man. Maybe we'll be back. It'll be a lot of fun for sure. So, are you guys coming back to VR anytime soon?
Hopefully.
Listen, y'all two let me know. Y'all call me, say, hey, we'll be at VR whatever dates, and if I can make it, man, I'll show up and we'll hang out. We'll do some live videos and
All right.
throw some burgers and dogs on the grill and talk track life and racing and all that good stuff. It'd be a lot of fun for sure. Yeah. So let me ask you this, man. What's your plans for this weekend?
Well, I've got a welding class at 8 in the morning, and then I've got my guitar lesson later on in the afternoon. After that, it's nothing. Might try and see if any jiu-jitsu gyms got an open mat. Do they? Do you know if they do? No clue.
Uh, Jiu-jitsu's awesome. I took karate when I was a kid. Me and my dad, we did it together. He got his black belt. I got my brown belt. And then we ended up moving back to Virginia. But I always wanted to do ninjutsu. One of my best friends, he actually does it. He's, man, I don't want to get this wrong. Got his purple stripes or purple belt with white stripes. I can't remember.
Purple belt,
But
white stripes.
yeah, so he's been sending me all these videos and goes to the matches. It's I remember watching it, dude. First Hoist Gracie, man, back when UFC first took off. Ken Shamrock, yeah, man. Yeah, man. I love it, dude. It's good stuff. But you know what? Ninjutsu teaches you discipline. It teaches you so much. It also teaches you that when you watch somebody do a certain things and you're like, man, how are they doing that? One day I want to be able to do that. But it's all right here in your mind, right? You can do it. You just gotta learn it. Just like on the bike, right? The most important thing is seat time. So within saying that, let me ask you this, man. Have you done any endurance racing?
Um, I've done the one at Daytona with Caden and Oren. But I do all the endurance races every Azra weekend. But they're probably the races I look forward to the most.
I'm a huge endurance fan. I think it's the best bang for the buck, most seat time.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you ride a bike that's not specifically set up for you personally, right? So you got to learn to ride this bike that's not set up for you fast and
Yeah.
at a constant pace, but it teaches you important skills. And you said Oren, right? Oren's actually watching right now. What is up, Oren, man? What's going on, bud? Yeah, good stuff, man. Listen, Caden, this has been an absolute honor to have you on the podcast. We're about coming up on 45 minutes, man. It always goes by fast. I want to transition to our next part of the podcast where we get to know Caden personally. Obviously, we know your welding side and all that good stuff. But you guys stay tuned because Frank is going to be on here. I said Caden for some reason. Frank is going to be on here many more times. Bright future legend of the sport. Do me a favor when you guys are out there and you see Frank at the club races, please make sure you stop by, say hi to him and his dad, and man, proper mega people for sure. It's an honor to call friend in this lifetime. You and your dad, 100%, man. So you speaking about guitar lessons, man. I love music too myself. Never played it. My dad plays the guitar. I got a couple of the buddies from high school would just, and I'd be that guy down there in the basement, just pick up the microphone and just be like, bah, 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 put some lyrics on, right? Let's go. And I just, right. I can't sing worth a shit, right? Don't get me wrong, but still, it's a lot of fun. But music was something I was always interested to, whether it was the piano or the guitar or the drums or whatever. So where did you find your love for music at?
Um, when I was younger, my 1 year for Christmas, my grandfather got me a drum kit, and I had no clue what I was doing on it, just smacking stuff.
And your dad's like this. Oh my God. He's probably laughing right now too. He's like, yep.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So, dude, that's awesome because again, that's another passion you have is playing the guitar, man. Is there any certain path you want to take with that, or is it just
No,
something you just
not
want
really. It
to?
was really more for hobby, but it's nice to be able to just pick it up and know I know how to do something on it.
Or you hear a certain song, you're like, man, I can jam that for sure, and just start.
That's what I do with my instructor right now. He told me, you hear anything you want to play, let me know. He'll print out the sheet music for me. We'll go over it for like 30 minutes. I come home, start playing it, figure it out myself, go back, we play it, and then rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat. That's what it's about, right? So, what's your favorite song to play?
Um, Probably Cherry Wine by Hosier, mainly because I know it all the way through and I can do a different, like, couple different variations with it, and it's probably the most technical song I know as well.
I love it, man. What's the most song you're looking forward to learning?
It's a Van Halen song. I think it's "Ain't Talking About Love" by Van Halen. It's
A jammer.
yeah,
100%. I'm big into music, man. I listen to jazz, Frank Sinatra, Young Dolph, freaking Eminem, you name it, right? Country. I'm a lover of music,
yeah.
so it just depends on the mood I'm in, right?
I'm the
Of what
exact.
I want to jam.
I
But
listen to everything.
I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra here lately. It's just something about Frank, man. It just he'd be jamming him and Marley. Of course, Bob's always been one of my favorite.
Always up there.
Bob James, bro. Bob's one of those type of music. You're sad, happy, mad, whatever, you put it on and it just like
The
it
mood.
takes you away from all that, right? And puts you in this transit, which it's rare because not a lot of people have that ability to transfer that music in that way, so to speak, right? Kind of like Jimi Hendrix on the guitar. Just bro, kills it. Okay, you know who else can play the guitar? And a couple of my buddies laugh at me. It's John Mayer, bro. He can murder the guitar. I'm like, are you kidding me right now, bro? So we got Eli. What is up, Eli? He says, just stopping by to say hi. Frank cut me up hardcore on the inside of he did at VR North. I got a little spook, but we became buddies ever since. Super fast, talented kid right there. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Yeah, so Eli's absolutely amazing. You guys stay tuned. I actually got him and Jake Dora. So they're both coming on the podcast December 22nd. So
That's
super
dope.
excited about that one. Yeah, man. Eli's absolutely amazing. Got to do a video chat with Jack the other day too, as well, to meet him. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't done a 2-person podcast in a minute, so it's I can't wait for that. It's definitely going to be fun. But let me ask you this, man. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, bro. I used to read a lot. And now when I read, obviously shop manuals, they don't count, right? Nothing with reading about motorcycles. But as far as audiobooks, man, I just got done listening to Change Your Mind, Change Your Diet. It was a really long book about I got into eating really healthy, Frank. Dude, I was 270 pounds, a 40 waist. I'm in a 34 with a belt. I weigh like 197 pounds now, right? But it's all changing my diet, changing my mind, listening to what my body tells me when I eat certain foods. If I have a reaction, whether my nose gets stopped up, figuring out what that is and eliminate it. Don't get me wrong, I dabble every once in a while, but I'm a very clean eater when it comes to that. That and exercise. I got into cold baths. So I do a lot of ice baths. I used to do a shit ton of push-ups until I had two wrist surgeries on one wrist, one on the other wrist. So my right wrist is pretty good, but my left wrist is still giving me some issues. Like I rode my son's dirt bike for 10 minutes the other day and got off. I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then my wrist was like, I'm like, yeah, okay, I got some more training to do, right? But doing all that together, man, just listening to, and I tell people like this, what works for me is not going to work for everybody, but it's all right here in your mind. Just anything mental, motorcycles is mental, being with a woman is mental, your job is mental. It's all mental, right? But pushing yourself, saying you can do it and being okay with changing yourself, right? And wanting to do it is what did it for me, man. As far as the ice bath goes, it was something I was like, man, I ain't jumping no ice bath. What are you, crazy? But again, it was right here. Once I did it, I was like, bro, this is absolutely amazing because you learn to control your breath because you start controlling your breath. You're not cold anymore. It's weird. It's hard to explain, but once you get out, it's like your body craves it, especially once you really get into it. Now it'll snow. It'd be 20 degrees outside. I walk outside in my swimsuit, lay down in the snow. My wife's like, "Get your ass in this house." I was like, "Give me 5 minutes, girl. I'll be in there." Right? People driving by, they're looking at me, stopping, like, "What is wrong with you?" I'm like, "I love this. This is awesome." But that all pushing yourself mentally, right? But I listened to that. I got on a rant there about the whole change your mindset, but it's a great book. So anybody out there that is interested in losing weight and having a better diet, man, highly recommended book. Shoot me a message. I'll forward you the book. But I just started. It's a movie I've been wanting to watch for a while, but I downloaded the audiobook instead. Is uh The Art of Racing in the Rain. So that's my new book that I just started on. So do you listen to any audiobooks or read?
Um, Not really. I I do a lot of podcasts because audiobooks they tend to bore me because I've never really liked reading. I'll pick up a book and look at it and it's like, yeah, I've been stuck on the same three sentences. Something else. But I I started listening to this podcast about ADHD a while ago just to try and get other people's thoughts on it. But it was kind of nice to hear people talking.
Yeah, I got ADHD and I don't take any medicine. I Dude, I just deal with it. Like, really, we sit here talking about, clearing your mind and making it free. Really, the only couple things that I found that really puts me in that state is obviously motorcycles and riding. Doing a podcast is one of them. It just completely just, I'm in the moment, in the zone. As soon as we get done, it's like I got 50 billion things going on. How do I deal with it? Man, sometimes, man, I just deal with it, man, to be honest with you. I try to continually obviously think about, honestly, man, since the podcast started, it's a lot easier for me to deal with it because I'm so busy focusing on doing phone calls and video chats and setting up the podcast and doing a podcast and this and that, right? So that's helped me out tremendously. Besides obviously sitting down with my queen, my wife, and my son. But even then, there's times, Frank, I'll be sitting on the couch, we'll be watching, we just got done with Stranger Things, right?
Mhm.
And I'm sitting there watching it and 30 minutes into it, and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is even going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on. And I'm trying to focus, but I can't because I'm thinking about 50 billion. And it's hard for me to sleep at night sometimes because of that same reason, right? I want to go to sleep. I'm tired, but then my mind's just like, nope, wide open. Let's
Yeah.
go, let's go, let's go. Right. So, yeah, I don't know. Everybody's different, man. I noticed too, once I started eating cleaner and eating healthier, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say the voices aren't as loud. I'm not crazy, right? But it's easier if that makes sense, right? Yeah, so it's different, man. I listen to a lot of different podcasts too, Frank. Obviously, of course, motorcycle racing podcasts, but yeah, Joe Rogan. I listen to Matt Beal. I listen to Danny Jones. I listen to uh matter of fact, I'm listening to Sean Ryan right now. Um, he has Mike Durant on. Mike Durant was a Black Hawk helicopter pilot and Black Hawk Down, the movie, the war Black Hawk. He was the guy that got captured and they got back and stuff. So yeah, I listened to that. And then before that, I was listening to one on Ricky Carmichael. Man, you know me, I'm two wheels, baby. It's one motorcycle podcast a day for me, 100%. Especially at work. I work 10 hours a day, so I throw my earbuds in, throw a podcast on, and let's go. Right. Obviously, one podcast I do listen to is Pin the Gas. I don't know about you. I'm just joking, man. Yeah, it's podcasts are good, man, because if you Man, there's so many. I'm big into like Egyptian mythology and the Spartans. Like I want to go to Greece so bad and go to where the Battle of Thermopylae happened and stand at the Statue of Leonidas, and all that. I love that stuff. So I listen to a lot of that too as well. So I'm big into keep an open mind. The more knowledge you have, the more I guess you can. I don't know, see things your own way through your third eye, if that makes sense. I don't know, right? Just try to keep an open mind and take as much knowledge in as I can. Um, it's good. It's good for you. It's good for the soul.
My mom got me onto Greek mythology a while ago. We were I think we started reading something. It was like some little animated cartoon book, but I go on there and read it with her all the time, and we talk about it. I got a couple books on it. I read like 2 chapters out of them and then set them down. But it was Greek mythology is just it's crazy to think about sometimes, just because of how far everything goes in it. But it's cool.
It is. It's interesting to learn stuff like that. If you're into it. I know I am. Well, let me ask you this, bro. Tell us something we don't know about you at all, Frank. We know the welding.
I basically wrapped up everything right there.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox.
What's in the console right now?
It's I think it's Supercross, Monster Energy Supercross 3. Pretty sure it's the game that's in there right now. That, and I think one of the last games I had up was Ride 5.
That's what I'm on now. Is Ride 5 hardcore. I play the bejesus out of Ride 5. When I get a chance to play, I always don't get a chance to play, but when I do, it's Ride 5. That and I've been playing when I get a chance is Assassin's Creed Mirage because I've been a big Assassin's Creed nerd, especially Odyssey. That was absolutely one of my favorite video games, and Origins too. The Egyptian one with Origins Bayek, that was a really good story. So uh Alice says he plays guitar. Yes, he does. We already went over that. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it too. I think playing a guitar. And look who shows up. It's Rossi. What is up, my boy?
Oh my God. Never sweated that hard in a VR
No,
game ever.
you've been in there playing basketball in the VR?
Uh-huh.
You been slam dunking?
Gym class?
You ain't no Michael Jordan.
No, the gym class? Horrible now. There's this other game called Big Ballers. The dribbling is better. You can dunk way better, and you don't have to crouch in real life to jump higher.
Is that so?
And Big Ballers, if you jump, you press A, and if you want to go higher, you just swing your arms up.
Have you ever played the Oculus?
Oh yeah, I used to a lot. It's probably upstairs charging right now. I haven't picked it up in a while.
Bro, I remember when we first got his, I was like, dude, I'm a big Star Wars fan, right? So I was like, I got to download the Star Wars game, of course. And I remember I put it on, I cut it on, and all of a sudden I look down, and I'm like, dude, like I'm in a starship, right? And there's this robot talking to me, and I'm hitting buttons, and like I was like, dude, this is insane. It's fun. I can only play it for about 30, 40 minutes at a time. It starts giving me a headache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. My boy right here, it's a different story. He own it. He own it.
So you know Gym Class Pro?
No, I don't know Gym Class Pro. I haven't
Remember,
played
I
it.
told you I went into this.
Oh yeah. Did you get it?
No, you didn't. I didn't use my $10 yet. Did you get me? I actually want to get the Big Ballers Pass to get the skeleton, but I'm gonna get it now, and I'm gonna save up like $40. Or if y'all give me like a gift card for Christmas, hopefully that has maybe like $40 on it.
$40 on a gift card. We'll see what Santa brings you. I don't know.
And I want to get the Mega Baller Bucks pack.
Mega Baller Bucks?
Yeah, B-Bucks. Like V-Bucks, but B-Bucks.
Well, what do I get for Christmas?
Me. Love.
Hey, I'll take that all day, every day. It's the best Christmas present anyway.
Hold on, Mom. So I can buy levels in the battle pass because I want the skeleton avatar.
All right, cool. We'll talk about this when I get done, buddy.
So you give me permission to buy the Big Ballers Pass?
Look, we'll talk about this. Look, Kate, dude, this happens all the time. He's in here trying to ski money from me right now.
You
Christmas is really look. So we played this game. What's that game me and you played yesterday?
This chip game. It's like where you lay out. So I lay out 9 chips for him on like a square. So 3, 3, 3 chips, like 3 chips,
Oh,
chips, and that's
You
his
close your
size.
eyes, he picks 3, and I closed my eyes. My wife was watching. Dude, so the first game we played, tell us why we picked the same identical chips in the same order. The same. My wife was laughing. After that, she's like, y'all are definitely mini me for sure. Y'all picked the same shit, same order. It was ridiculous. But that was for $10, right? He's like, Dad, I bet you $10. I'm like, all right, you got $10? He's like, I got $2.78, but I'll do some chores for it. Last time you let me do chores for it, right?
It was.
You've been there, Frank, right? So I was like, whatever. So I win. I was like, yes, let's go, right? And then of course we play again, and the deal done changed
Again, $10.
again, right? This
And I win. And
this guy right here, you guys hear it all the time.
And
Here
I
we go,
win.
and you win. That's right, because you're a winner.
$1,000.
All right, we'll talk about this when I get off.
Bro,
Bubba.
you said this is your water for work. You never.
I know I forgot it this morning, but it's yours now. You can have it.
No, you can have it.
Well, I appreciate it.
We can both have it. We can
All
save
right.
it.
Well,
It's in the bottle.
just go give it to the dogs.
No, it's cold water and I want it. What are you talking about? It's mine. I said the bottle, bro.
We all love Rossi. He's absolutely. It's funny, man, because I'll go to races, and when Rossi's not with me, when people see me when I first show up, the first thing they say is, "Where's Rossi at?" Every time, it never fails. So, yeah, he's my mini me. He keeps me wide open all the time for sure. So, but honestly, without his support and my wife's support, I wouldn't be sitting here doing as many as I do. So, big shout out to my boy and my queen again. You guys are absolutely amazing. So let me ask you this, man. What is your dream bike, bro? Everybody's got a dream bike, Frank. What is your absolute dream bike?
CBR 1000RR Fireblade. I've always loved the Fireblade.
They're awesome bike. I got one of my dream bikes was a RC51 Honda, of course, which I own. It's nice. I barely ever ride it though. I really don't have a chance. And again, with my wrist being messed up, she just sits there in my garage, lonely. I go out and start her up and talk to her, but yeah, that's about it for now. So, yep. That and man, I want a Desmo Sedici. I want a 996R. I want a 999R. Man, the list is long for me. I want a ZX7RR, Muzzy Raptor, like blah 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 blah, RC45, RC30. I mean, dude, the list is long for me. Like my dream garage would be the whole neighborhood. You just boom, there it is. Let's go. Right. Which one you guys want to ride? You can have any one you want. I would be that guy where a collector, if I had the money, I would ride my shit.
Yep.
Hands down. I don't care. I'm tracking it. Let's go. I'm doing a track day on this thing, right? Yeah, that would be me for sure. 100%. Well, let me ask you this, Frank. What is your worst habit? Mine is procrastination sometimes.
Yep.
100%. Dude, like I'm so bad. Like I do my own laundry. Okay. My wife don't even do my laundry. I do because I'm particular when it comes to my clothes and my laundry. Like I hang dry everything. I wash everything on cold. My wife's like super hot and super dry. And I'm like, nope, absolutely not. So I'll go without 3 or 4 weeks and my laundry's like, and I'm like, shit, I got to spend all day, but I do it to myself, right? That procrastination, that's me right there. But when it comes to motorcycles, it's the total opposite. I'm out there. I'm like, nope, I got to get it done. I don't care what happened. A bomb can go off in 5 minutes. I'm going to be right here doing this, right? So let's go. Oh, my God. What's the one superpower, Frank, you wish you had?
That is a good one.
She said, why? Mine would be teleportation, bro, because then I could be like, hey, Frank, we got this podcast. I'm going to be in your living room here in like 2 seconds. Boom, there I am. And as soon as I'm done, I'm at home. Or, hey, I'm going to BSB this weekend. Boom, there I am. And I can come home every night and go to sleep in my own bed, wake up, and boom, I'm there, right? That would be me personally.
Probably say speed. Super speed. That'd be cool.
So like Flash?
Yeah, kind of.
Or Superman, because you can ride a bike as fast as humanly possible and don't have to worry about anything.
Consequences.
Yeah. Unless you got on a Kawasaki, which is kryptonite. Oh my God. So are you a Star Wars fan? DC, Marvel, or
Marvel, big on Marvel.
What Marvel character would you be, Frank?
Spawn,
Dude,
without a doubt.
bro, I remember the Spawn movie come out. Shoot, it was what, early 2000s, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been one of my favorite comic book characters is Spawn. I wish they would do a remake on the movie because it's a killer character for sure. They're actually I think they're coming out with the new Wolverine game next year, I think.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure
heard.
it's PlayStation, but that's gonna be sick
Yeah, that and I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6.
if they don't postpone it again.
I like it, man. I like it. Oh my God. Listen, if you had Frank had his own personal track day, right? It's on your personal event, no public allowed, just you. Who are the three people you would invite to your track day, right? They could be MotoGP riders, ex presidents, Leonidas, whoever it is.
Mm.
Who would you have at your track day?
Probably Marquez, Rossi, and probably Pecco Bagnaia.
In your opinion, who's the GOAT?
Marquez all day.
Bro, hold up. This podcast is getting ready to go in a whole new direction right now. No, listen, dude, Mark's absolutely one of the legends of the sport. Every generation or two, there's somebody that comes along that elevates the game. Obviously, like Dewey and Rossi and Mark Marquez and Stoner. When I was a diehard Rossi fan, which I still am, it was hard for me to watch anybody else, right? I'm like, nope, Rossi, right? But once Rossi retired, I found myself like, you know, I wanted to look at things in a different way. I put it to you like that, right? So one of the main questions I get asked all the time is who's my favorite racer, right? It's all my friends that race. You, Caden, Dominique Doyle, all of them, Isaac Woodworth. You guys are absolutely hands down my favorite in the world. But I respected Jorge Lorenzo and Mark Marquez more after Rossi retired, especially listening to the audio books and getting a deep dive into where they come up and how they grew up and yada, 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 right? Plus all the hardships Marquez went through, the diploma and all the injuries, but still coming back, bro. And still, dude, racing for free last year. And then this year, dude, it's like, hey,
Just dominating.
bro, dude, one of the greats of the greats. To me, I think that what sets Rossi above as far as what he brought to the game is that, obviously he won a title on the 252 strokes, the 125s, the 500s, the
Yeah.
first iterations of MotoGP, then through all the technologies to the wings and changing his style and all that. But what he brought the world to road racing. Right? Meaning you go anywhere in the world and say VR46 and there's a grandma over there going to be like, that's Valentino, right?
Yep.
And so he made it this huge, bigger than anything, right? And that's something that's so rare that nobody's really done since him. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, as of right now in this day, yeah, nobody, dude, you line up on the grid in MotoGP, Marquez shows up, you pretty much already know that.
Yeah.
Who's going to get second and third, right? So let's go. But I'm glad to see him on the factory bike, and he did what I told everybody was going to happen when he got on that factory bike. He's going to win the title his first year, hands down. And I called it too. I was like, not only that, he's going to mentally destroy Pecco. They're like, nope. I'm like, okay, watch what happens. As soon as they announced it, where's Pecco been? That just goes to show you how the mental strength of the game is, right? Another example is when Rossi went to Ducati, right? It was a failed marriage from the get-go. Rossi never lost his style. He never lost his riding talent. It just goes to show how important it is to be on a good team that truly believe in you and listen to you to be able to make the changes to give you what you need to, do what you do. And was saying that, Frank, there's going to come a day and a time. Right now, it's you and your dad. You guys are, dude, having the best journey of your life, right? And one day you're going to pass it on to your kid too as well. But there's going to come a time and a day to where you're going to be so far in this racing game to your dad's just going to be a bystander. Yeah, he's going to show up just for the support, but it's not going to be as hands-on as he is now. You know what I mean? So enjoy it. enjoy it, my friend, for sure. 110%. Cause it's, yeah, it's a journey that not a lot of people get to do together. I never had that with my dad, and I wish I could have, right? But you're in a unique situation. So enjoy it, my friend, because it's going to go by like this, just like everything else, you know. But you're an absolute champion, man, a legend, and yeah, big thanks for you coming, my friend. Let me ask you this, man: are you currently binge watching anything on TV? We just got done with Stranger Things.
I'm rewatching the animated series for Spawn right now.
Do they still have that out?
Yeah, it's on HBO.
I don't have HBO. Boo. We need it on Netflix. I don't subscribe to too many because I spent my money on freaking MotoGP, World Superbike, BSB. Well, BSB is free. Moto America, blah 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 blah. But I do got Disney because I'm a Star Wars nerd. Of course, I got Marvel. So that Amazon Prime, but that's like $100 a year, which and then what's the other one we got? Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. So, but I don't really watch a whole lot of TV. I don't
Yeah.
have the time. Like during the week, like I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I got to be at work at 6. I get off at 4:30. Podcast 5:30 to 6. By the time I get home, I literally walk in the door, change, grab a bite to eat real quick, turn on the computer, and it's go time. Then when I get done, it's shower, sit on the couch, watch me and Rossi would play video games or something together or whatever, play call. We do something, right? And then it's bedtime. So I don't get to watch TV too much, or I'm constantly doing this on the phone, right? Or video chats or whatever. But I wouldn't change it for the world. So let me ask you this: you being in this sport for the past 3 seasons, what changes would you like to see made?
Um, I don't think there are really any that I could point out right now. That's These seasons have been going by really smoothly, and they I don't really have a complaint for any of them.
Contingency money. We need that contingency money, boy. Let's go now. uh, that's definitely what we need. Let me ask you this, man: if you could travel back to any era of time, where would you travel back to?
The '90s,
The 90s.
the '90s,
Yeah.
everything was just better.
Everything was easier. 100%.
Musically,
Yeah. I'm not, I'm a lot of the new music out, it's just different. It's not like it used to be, right? It's all synthesized and whatever it is you call it, which is it's good. Like buddy of mine sent me that song that AI did a jazz version of 50 Cent song. I forget what
oh,
song. Bro, I was like, are you kidding me? Right? It's a good song. Like,
been all over those.
bro, it's yeah, AI is it's coming, right? For sure. Let me ask you this, bro. So you're into music. I'm into music. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, probably "Someone Like You" by Adele.
I like it, man. I like it. So the next time we're together, man, we're gonna have to do a karaoke session.
Oh,
100%. Yeah. Matter of fact, I need to get me a karaoke machine that I can bring to the track and go around and get all the writers to do a karaoke song. How cool would that be, dude? Record it.
that'd be amazing.
I'm gonna do that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And Frank Senior, yep, I'm getting you too, boy. Karaoke, me and you. Let's go. 100%. Oh man, I love it. Well, listen, Frank, this has been an absolute honor to have you on. I got one last question and we'll get into all the shout outs and stuff. Just stay on with me because I want to go ahead and schedule our next one, and I want to schedule one with your dad too. So money no object. Your racing career is over. You umpteenth title champions, got the house, got the glory, got the wife, got the kids, blah blah blah. You have your own Moto America team. What class are you going to be in? What's the manufacturer of motorcycle you're going to be on? Your team is going to be on, and who are the two current riders on the grid you'd put on your bike?
Mm. Probably say the middleweight class. Then like in the Ducatis, the V4s are probably where I'd be at. and two riders. That's probably Kaylee Yakov. She's been a beast on that V4, and probably the second one's tough. I can't think of the second one right now.
There's a lot of talent.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of talent, man. It's like, who do I go for? Do I want one rider that's like super skilled that and is a veteran that can teach the younger kid I'm gonna put on the second seat, or do I want to go for two young guns, or what do I want to go for? Right, like
Probably go for Jake Gagne for that second one.
yeah, Gagne, man. That's something we ain't heard about either, right? Gagne, man. I haven't heard what's going on with him this season either. So next season, I mean, we know Cam went to Ducati, right, with Ben Smith. Heron's back in this in super sport class with Ray Hall.
Yep.
It's going to be an exciting year coming up, man. And dude, the last race at Jersey, bro, when Cam won the title was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
That was nuts, dude. And then I got to sit down with his dad and talk about it. It was, yeah, absolutely amazing, man. It's yeah, man. Listen, we have all the talent in the world here in America. Moto America is absolutely booming. You know, and there's a reason why everybody from Europe wants to come over here and race in Moto America, right? Because we are the shit. I'm going to say it. Oh my God, let's go. Well, listen, Frank, man, it's been an absolute honor to have you on, man. I want to say it's been a long time coming, but it's been about 6 months in the making, I think. About 6 months, yeah. So, man, it's an honor to finally to sit down with you. Like I said, this is our first one together of many more coming up. So you guys and girls stay tuned because we're going to follow this future legend right here his whole career. So in a couple years, he's be like, yeah, dude, this is my second world champion, blah, 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 blah. Just don't forget us little people, Frank. That's all I'm saying. I love it, man. I love it. Well, listen, I'm going to let you end the podcast as I do with all my friends. But before I let you do that, first thing I want to say is thank you guys and girls so much for watching. It's nothing but love to each and every single one of you. If it wasn't for Frank and all my friends coming on here and all the likes and subscribes and all the downloads from every single one of you, man, 2025 has been an amazing year for me. It's all because of you guys and girls out there. So thank you. And I love each and every single one of you. I absolutely mean it. I really do. And you guys, I have a limited shirts dropping too. So you guys go check it out. You can get it on Hypernaked's website. Man, I'm bad at this. I should have wrote it down. Taylor something.com. Anyway, I'll put the link down in below. You guys and girls go make sure you order you one because it's a limited run, and after they're gone until the new ones come out, right? It'll be completely different. So, but yeah, big shout out to all my friends, man. I'm proud of each and every single one of you guys and girls this season. It's been an absolutely proper mega. If anybody needs any graphics on their bike, I got 3 friends, grgdesigns.com. That's Gus Rodeo, absolute legend. We got Chris Grizel from Drippin' Wet and my buddy Reese Brody from REB Graphics. You're not going to go wrong by ordering from any one of those 3. They're all absolutely legends in the game, right? Big shout out to my man Tate at 64 Degree Racing for all your undersuits. If you're looking for any undersuits or any of that, hats and all that, he made hats for my boy Shane Maggs. Make sure you check out 64 Degree Racing. Also, I got another friend that makes undersuits. Her name is Mama Aliki, venomsport.com. She's absolutely amazing. She actually sent me 2 t-shirts, and they're absolutely my favorite t-shirts, Frank. Matter of fact, I wore one at Daytona that the first day I was there. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So, yeah, on that note, I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to leave the mic to Frank. Frank, dude, please tell everybody where they can find you on social media, where they can show all their support. And are you going to have any merch coming out anytime soon?
So all my socials is f.l.s.sanders3. Hopefully we'll have some team merch coming out, F3 Racing. Gonna have the big 3.7 up there, or 7.3, my bad. But yeah, no, that's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all you got?
First podcast.
Love it. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor to sit down with my friend and future legend of the sport, Frank Sanders. Thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, listen, me and you gonna look back on your first podcast 10 years down the road, and we're gonna have a lot of laughs on this one for sure, man. 110%. As always, it's an honor, my friend, to always see you and your dad, Frank. Can't wait to see you guys again. It's nothing but love. Make sure you give everybody hugs for me. My boy Jake just showed up, man. Jake Marsh. So Jake is a good buddy of mine, all the way from BSB. He races at Bemize, which is a series out there. RD Racing. Well, it's my 64-degree undersuits actually above Jake's. But dude, so Frank, so I met Jake in his not physically, but when I was in BSB at Cadwell Park. When I got home, I was online and I come across Jake, and I knew he raced out there obviously in BSB. So I was like, dude, I want to get you on my podcast, right? It ended up that when I was out there at Cadwell Park, his dad was standing beside me, and he told Jake, he's like, dude, you need to get on, Pin the Gas podcast. And I didn't know that, but when I come home, I reached out to Jake, said, hey, I want to get you on my podcast. So that's a cool little kind of story. But since then, they've showed me nothing but love and support, man. So nothing but love for RD Race and Jake Marsh, man. You guys are absolutely amazing, dude. They run my logo on his leathers on his bikes out there in BSB. It's I just don't know what to say. It's an absolute honor. So you guys stay tuned, because me and my buddy Jake are absolutely going to sit down again. He actually has a fan club every year. And this is something, Caden, that Frank, Caden, dude, y'all two are just like two peas in a pod, man, for real. All my boys out there, they have something. It's basically a fan club, right? So people can they'll have like merch. People have like 50 slots available at $50 a slot. You sign up, you get a signed knee slider from me or whatever. It's a good way to get money in to help you support your racing, right? To pay for your tires and your travel expenses too as well. But if that's something you're interested in too, you can sit down and talk about it. It's free to start, get your little fan club going. So I think it's super cool idea, because you get people actually part of the team. Like they're actually part of your team, Frank, right? Instead of just showing up and be like, hey, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, man. Anyway, Frank, anything you want to say before we end this?
Big thanks to my mom, my dad, my grandparents helping me to get where I am now. Caden, for somebody to push me further.
I love it, man. I love it. And on that note, we are out of here. You guys stay tuned, because part 2 will be coming out soon. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I got I don't know how I just did that, but there it is. Let's go. Just down with me for a second.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.